Hello, this is user 377,000 here to give you demo jump. Today we have a match between Juicer and Snob from the last week. And this is a fight on WDM5. And yeah, thanks to Juicer and Snob for putting on a great show. We're just going to take a couple of minutes now and step through this demo. We see Juicer gets off to a lead, so we'll open with him. Juicer on alpha, Snob beta. Bouncing up for the plasma, but is a little slow to catch Snob on the lightning gun, laser gun exit. It doesn't matter, it's a great play. Let's see that again. That's a great first frag, and the important thing to notice here is when Juicer falls, he's not just falling like, say, I fall. He's still fighting, and he'll have an extra dash to get that extra height and count 1, 2, 3, 4 extra shots because of that one dash. The attack doesn't stop. Again, he looks for a little bit extra height and finds it. So very important to get those extra dash inputs and extra jump inputs for Juicer. Right there to find the point. There's never an easy point in Warsaw against elite players. You have to reach and stretch, and that's a great intro or opener for Juicer. Now Snob's in trouble. Everything's off the map, and Juicer's stocked, ready to go. Thankfully, he's farming, and Snob's able to evade here. Catches a glimpse of his opponent, but stays safe. Avoids the spam. A little shallow by Juicer. No spam. And now, because of that, Snob's able to secure a red armor. So it's a very close fight with Juicer barely surviving. Let's go back to see how that opens. Snob again playing careful, staying away from his opponent who's fully stacked. Now it's Juicer's spam here that's shallow, so that rocket doesn't quite connect, and now Snob's pretty much safe. Juicer doesn't know he's here. So Snob knows to pull far back and has this great jump into the teleport before Juicer can react. It's a very strong move by Snob into the teleport. And notice to dash right on the exit, and 2 jumps, he's on red armor. So from lower teleport to red armor in 2 jumps is just a very strong move for a man with no armor. And look, even if we see this just a 4th time, the green armor is almost up, so that if Snob were to desync these, he would have landed even better in the red fight. He would have won this red fight had the green armor been present for him. Instead, he's able to pick it up and probably use this to get the conversion frag if he can find Juicer. There he is. Okay, Juicer craters on the riot gun hit. So now yellow into red. Juicer's going to defend the red. So great first shot from Juicer to stall out Snob's red attack, and the pressure builds. Juicer looking for sneaky damage. Doesn't have much else to do with his life. Can't even leave the area. So hoping to get some lucky damage. Gets run over. The yellow's up, so is the red, and they trade. Of course, Snob's got the position, but their weapons are fine. So Juicer's ready. And Snob falls. Thankfully, he avoids the spawn damage. But let's see that critical point again. Juicer just avoids the shards. I mean, he takes the health, so it's a little tell, but it's not the biggest. He avoids the shards, and You know, the main problem here is that Snob is starting this fight with his Electro Bolt. So rockets, and then he changes weapon, and Juicer attacks. Not much you can do. That's a bad weapon switch, and he gets killed. Rockets, he lives. I think he defends, but now he's in trouble. So onto the green with the Mega. Free for Juicer. Okay, Juicer had the right idea, but Snob outweights him. All the weapons and ready to fight right at those bubbles. You know, maybe taking both bubbles. Maybe he didn't have to. Snob not happy about running into Juicer there. Wow. Great fight. Don't know how Juicer missed that riot gun. Some furious combat. Fierce trading here with skillful mechanics out of both players using the grenades and riot gun and plasma and the kitchen sink. Snob keeps moving, can't punish. Juicer only lacking rockets.
You have taken the lead.
I thought when Juicer moved his mouse to dash that he lost the item, but is able to reposition and deny it from Snob. Even if Snob takes the item, he loses the fight, of course. But now, having not stolen the item away, he needs to avoid the spawn rape. So let's see if Snob will play that red armor jump again. And he's up there, but he... Okay, good read by Snob. How did he know that Juicer was going for that red? I guess where else would Juicer be? So... Yep. Well, I guess there's not much else for Juicer to do, so pretty obvious read by Snob there. Though, I would have mistaken it. Again, Juicer just has too much. Thankfully, there's a yellow and some speed. Tight teleporter play. That's fine. When you've got the lower stack, a telefrag, you know, is a point for him anyway. And maybe it goes the other way. Stand and deliver, but gun down. Snob correctly falls onto the Mega, and he's going to be able to rush down Juicer. I thought Juicer might have already been on the item, but no. Good grenade dodge, and pretty close. So, fierce fighting here on all armors. Did Juicer need to play for that red or green? Well, maybe it's worth asking here if Snob needed to play for that green, as he's fallen behind. Playing up by the shards is very popular. It's just safe. Great move by Juicer out of the stairs there. Worth seeing again. So if you can get through that hole smoothly, you can't be punished. It's a very important move. Snob looking for whatever he can. Hits the EB to keep Juicer away. Hits a second EB, but gun down. Okay, Jews are unable to take speed out from the Mega. You know, ready to fight. That's how it had to go. It's really intense here. Now, Snob fighting at the top of the hill probably could have gone for the Mega straight away, because what can he do up here? He's gunned down, and now we have a red, which Snob will take. They fight over the red. Snob dies. Now the EB to this Mega, jumping back to the 6-minute mark here. Be helpful to have an alt-screen display for this, I suppose. Yes. Wow. He's too close to Juicer here, so Juicer's able to get that riot gun damage. Perhaps if Snob is just a little more passive when he starts that fight. You have the EB. You don't need to be so close. Not that the riot gun is decisive. It's only the opener. Nevertheless, didn't help the situation. Stealing the red armor away off of spawn. Let's see when he decided to steal that red. So he falls right off of spawn. Nope, takes a weapon. Okay, so he wasn't sure that it was up. He was looking at teleporter. Defensive rocket when needed. Good starting the fight through the hole, so this is key. Snob doesn't have much going into this fight, but what he does have is the first shot right through that hole, and boy, that can be enough sometimes if you get that. Juicer's able to pull it down, and did Snob have a finishing weapon? No, he didn't really have a chance there, I'd say. Though he does have a Mega if he doesn't leave it. Okay, he takes rockets first, which is fine. But maybe leaves him vulnerable for that punish. Two good riot gun hits are enough. He's still in this game. You know, 8 points with 3 minutes is just fine if he can establish. What does Juicer have to work with? Well, now Juicer's in a pretty good situation. So Snob's got his work cut out for him there. I'm not sure how we might have changed the fate of Snob before this point. So let's jump back to before Juicer is fully. So there's Juicer's last death, I suppose. And then let's see where we go from here. So Snob's got a yellow, and he's got bubbles if he needs it, but he runs into his opponent. So this seems to be the problem. After that kill, Juicer gets the laser spawn, and well, when you run into your opponent with a fresh spawn, you're just not able to chain. One weapon and 100 health is enough. So I would say maybe something as simple as taking that armor and waiting just a moment, because Snob takes that armor, and now if he listens, he should hear that jump, and now he should know to that pickup, especially he should know that Juicer's down there. Can't be that way. He would have to go up. So maybe if Snob is able to take that armor and wait a minute or a breath and go upper, he survives. Just a thought, and it's not clear to me in any systematic sense when you need or ought pause. Perhaps when you're so low that you need an item, and if you don't get that item, now the game's pretty much out of reach. especially with that solid connection. Now, Juicer gives up nothing. He holds position and is able to secure himself a handy lead here, and now a red armor. Of course, it's still a fight, and in this series, it goes to the last map. I don't remember which this is, so the fight's not over until it's over in Warsaw. No surprise. Well, Snob would need to take that Mega now. And he does it a little... I was expecting Snob to take damage. Juicer was too passive, and now Snob should have a red armor and a few more points. So it looked like Juicer just gave away a little too much with that Mega. So perhaps a little bit of opportunity for Snob if he can find a continuation, however time has run its course. So just to summarize the match here, very energetic, precise play with both players. Well, Snob fighting only with 4 weapons. Juicer fighting with 7.
Game over. Good game.
Is part of the tale. I don't know how I would just, summarize that game. Juicer seemed to, well, if stats tell the tale, certainly did more damage. And in any case, put on a great show. So I hope you enjoyed my highlighting of some of the nuances that go into that game. Thanks for watching. GG.